me nothing, obviously, because you guys aren't doing anything. So I need to see something done. All these kids need to see something being done because there's nothing being done. And it's so heartbreaking that we had to have someone kill themselves. That's disgusting that you guys are not doing anything.
Well, you heard her right there. She was one of many voices expressing her anger, frustration, pain at their New Jersey school district that they say is supposed to help protect them. There was a huge turnout of parents and students coming to this meeting after this. A 14-year-old girl who was bullied so badly, she took her own life earlier this month. All of those people slamming school officials for not doing more in this instance and other cases before it. This has gotten national attention. The superintendent has resigned, and it's forcing families across the country to take a serious look at the mental well-being of our kids. So joining me now, Dr. Stuart Green. He is the founder of the New Jersey Coalition for Bullying Awareness and Prevention. And again, this case is out of New Jersey. Dr. Green, thank you so much for being with us. We heard that sound from a student there. In your opinion, how culpable is the school in all of this?
Well, I mean, it's not a question of guilt, really, or culpability. Educators have a complex job, but no school I'm aware of, including in New Jersey, ever does enough to protect and support the students in their care. And bullying primarily occurs in schools and other youth institutions. And it's always a matter of whether the leaders of the school are doing enough to protect kids, especially kids who they know, without waiting for an incident to occur, would be vulnerable. I want to emphasize I haven't been to Bayville. I don't know the details of the functioning of that school or a full picture of Adriana, but we do know that there are whole populations of kids that are going to be most vulnerable in a school. It includes kids who are gender diverse in the LGBTQ community or questioning, kids that have special needs, kids whose appearance doesn't fit some kinds of idealized norms, so kids of heavier weight, kids who look different, also kids who are in any minority relative to other kids in a school, kids in minority by religion, ethnicity, etc. Kids racially in a racial minority in a school. Also, aside from that, which schools reasonably should know about, there are kids who are isolated, who we use the language of school connectedness or school engagement. And in any school, there's as much as 10 or 20% of students in every school who do not feel connected to the life of the school. And schools can easily know who those kids are, the kids that don't participate in any school activities, kids that don't have friends, and school kids who a kid who eats lunch every day alone. And the educators who run schools are perfectly capable of knowing who these kids are and in advance paying attention to them without waiting for an incident to occur.
Absolutely, because if the kids know, the administrators should also be able to identify that. What is your advice for parents? Because this can be such a difficult topic to not only bring up to your kids, but to then navigate.
Well, the thing parents need to know most of all is that bullying is an institutional phenomenon. It's the responsibility of the school. It's not a question of individual psychopathology of kids who bully or even the characteristics of the kids who are bullied. It's not about that. It's really about the way the school functions. So the main thing parents can do is to have very high, strong expectations. Expect the school your kid is in to do better and do more. Beyond that, certainly ally with other parents. Your voice is stronger when you have allies to talk about these things with the school. And in terms of your own kid, it's really listening to your child, observing them more than anything, and having a good relationship with your child so that they may tell you when they're suffering.
Yeah.
Parents don't control this issue. It's unreasonable to expect any parent to solve this for their kid. The school needs to solve it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.